It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now. The only thing is you better know. It's the only way to go. We stay apart and we love to fall. Count on you, count on one and all. This stuff for you, that for me, this stuff for we. This stuff for you, that for me, this stuff for we. Love and respect one another. No matter that is your problem, yeah. Share the love. Peace and love. Rise and shine, this is a new day now. Positive along the way. We're moving on, no time to delay. Working hard and trying to survive each day. You must enjoy the fruits of your labor. Share them with your neighbor. Extend a hand, we've got to move on. Today is here, yesterday is gone. This stuff for you, that for me, this stuff for we. This stuff for you, that for me, this stuff for we. Try to support one another. Night and day, look out for each other, yeah. Let's be proud of the things that make us one.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Billy's Watch. A pleasure, honor, and a privilege to be with you on this lovely. Today is Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Miss Emma, la Wednesday? Why you want to say that, Miss Emma? And in our studios we have Miss Emma. Everybody know Miss Emma, right? We have Mr. Bonnie Panting, and we also have Dr. Gilda Lewis. And good evening and welcome.
Glad to be here.
Good evening. Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Belize has officially declared two national heroes, as you know, the Right Honorable George Price and the Honorable Philip Goldson. Tonight we're going to talk about the Honorable Philip Goldson, National Hero of Belize. Right? It was almost exactly, October 3rd would have been the day, no? That he was laid to rest in 2001.
He died in 2000.
Yeah, sorry. That died October 3rd, 2001. So today is the 2nd. So it would have been anniversary. So really we are looking at the anniversary of the passing of the Honorable Philip Goldson tonight. Right, and his contribution to Belize as told through his, could I say lifelong friends?
Not lifelong, but good long time.
Good long time. Good long time friends. All right, because the Honorable Philip Goldson was born on the 25th of July 1923 and passed away on the 3rd of October 2001. Right? And he's one of the only two people that have been recognized or declared officially by the government of Belize as national heroes. Right? Although, Ms. Emma, I know you want to tell me that there are many national heroes.
There are many heroes, and he was recognized by the people as a hero.
That's right.
You never need the government to say he's a hero. The people of Belize have recognized him as a hero, which is more important than being recognized by the government.
That is true.
It's the people.
It's the people.
It's the
But the
people.
government usually respects the will of the people.
Goldson had something that a lot of people don't follow. He used to get advice from the people who know. If he went talk about education, he would sit with educators. If he went talk about fisheries, he used to sit with fishermen. Whatever he went talk about, he used to talk to the people involved. And then when he get in there,
Right.
he know where to talk.
Mm-hmm.
He never come just out of his head. He never just talk from the top of his head. He used to speak what he researched, but he used to do it with the people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people used to go there and sit with him and talk. And so he could have read his speeches even after he gone blind, because he would sit with people and listen to what they have to say.
Now, he played a key role too in the rebuilding of Corozal after Hurricane Janet in 1955.
Yeah, he was the
As a matter of fact,
minister.
he was the minister, the member for social services, I think it was. Right?
And what he did, Mr. Henry Fairweather was the only town planner in the country. Belize never had and so he appointed him to do the planning of Corozal. And afterwards, the government decided that they would what are the word they use? Like if they investigate if what they did was what Mr. Fairweather did was proper. But when the British came and they check it out, they honored him because he really did a good job.
Yeah. I think he also pioneered the village council system.
Oh yes, he did the village council system because, as I say, he believed in democracy, and he felt that the people supposed to govern themselves. So, in every village, the people should get together and work to make their village better. And he did that, and then his party never gone into election, never win election till 84.
Till 84.
And then when he was appointed minister, the first thing he did was visit those villages.
Yeah.
135 villages. And then he said he will carry it to the next level. So you get the villages within a district to get together and have a district council.
District council, yeah.
And then the district councils would get together, right, to have a general council so that the villages could take care of the people could take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Because actually the government should not run the life for the people. Well, I learned that from Mr. Goldson. The government should not run your life. The people. The government should facilitate,
yeah.
but not run your life. So, but it never worked out to the third stage. But the people were all for it. They were all for it because people understand. So the people may understand. So, but it never worked out at that level.
So he won his seats in the Albert. He continued as and became a minister of government finally in 1984.
No, he was a minister of government in the first.
In the colonial government, but in the independent.
No, when the PUP won the first time.
Yeah, that was in the colonial administration in the 50s.
Yes, he was a minister
When
then.
he rebuilt, rebuilt Corozal.
Corozal.
Yeah.
But he never only rebuilt Corozal. He also instituted the what we now have as housing, the Ministry of Housing.
Okay.
He make the Department of Housing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And because Mr. Fiaweda was the town planner, they worked together. And T.D. Vickers, the colonial secretary, they used to get into quarrels over that. Because T.D. Vickers never want him do it. And he tell T.D. Vickers he was elected by the people and he went do what should be done.
They weren't called ministers. They had
No,
a,
no,
they
no.
call it the membership system.
The system,
They had a member
It's
for
a member.
this and
It,
member
it
for
wasn't
the
a minister.
other.
It wasn't a minister. It was a
Yeah.
member for in response.
Lee Richardson was the leader at that time in the first.
The first part, the party leader, no?
But within the government, because he was the leader of government at that time, Lee Richardson.
But I work with T.D. Vickers, and I don't remember being conscious of conflicts with him and Mr. Goldson.
Well, Mr. Goldson never quarrel with people. He just do what he need to do. And you can mix it.
You can mix it with one.
Yes.
I remember Mr. Price used to come up, "Good morning, Mr. Colonial Sec," because he was going to have his voice heard.
And Mr. Goldson said he never get into confrontations. It was Mr. Vickers when he hear, right? Like when he hear that he take one office and he name it Department of Housing, then he write one letter and so on and so on, but he just ignore it because he may don't figure where he want to, and T.D. Vickers don't want to stop him. So
he knew what he wanted. Yeah, he always knew what he wanted.
yes, he always knew. And then when the hurricane come, he send Mr. Fiaweda to take care of Corozal.
To take care of Corozal. Very good. Now, moving up now to 1984, because I think we went back from 1984, and we are at 1984. He becomes a minister of the first UDP.
The first UDP.
Government, right? And I can recall that I worked those whole 5 years, so I can recall attending meetings where he chaired the September Celebrations Committee, and I think we even had a little show he and I, if I remember correctly, right? And we talk about different things. I wish I could find the tapes. I look for them, I can't find them. Right.
In that administration, he started the Department of Patriotism too. I think he called it.
Yeah, nationalism and patriotism. I think.
The Department of Patriotism. And September Celebrations commanded that. And what he had wanted to do, which has never been done, right, was that Department of Patriotism should work along with the Department Immigration. And just like how the Americans have that, you can become a citizen of the United States if you not learn the history, if you not learn the language and things like that. That's what he had wanted to do. And if that had worked out, you wouldn't have had what happened with Pena.
Dr. Gilder.
No.
We'll come to you, Dr. Gilder, because you were part of the formation of the NABR.
I was there from the beginning until the end.
Tell us the story.
Well, you know any yet?
Oh, no, you know any?
NABR is still active?
Not active, but just dormant. You know any yet?
You're not active, but it's just dormant.
Sleep.
But Mr. Goldson, that's the last part of Mr. Goldson form, right? And that led into something that a government that will go down in history, a coalition government. I think we have never had a coalition government. That's the only time Belize had a coalition government, right?
I remember when we were
93 to 98.
When we were moving from PATI, which was the territorial integrity, right, the Patriotic Alliance for Territorial Integrity, to form a party. We've had to come up with a name, right? And a lot of names were coming up, and each name that came up, the acronym you could make fun of the acronym, like how PUP, puppy, and stuff like that. Lots of names came up, and all the acronyms were thrown out because we didn't want that. And when we hit on neighbor, that was it.
That was it.
Nobody could do anything with that acronym until now.
Until now.
Neighbor, yeah, National Alliance of Belizean Rights, right?
Neighbor, right?
Neighbor.
Neighbor. And you became a full-fledged political party.
Yes.
Yes.
What was your role, Dr. Gilda?
I was a member of the executive committee.
What are your memories of Mr. Goldson in his formation? And
Well, like I said, I remember him when we had some heated conversations, raising his voice and banging on the table, and marveling that this man who was blind had so much vision.
yeah.
You would never realize he was blind if you were there, if you didn't know, and you were there discussing with him and so on. You'd never realize that he was blind.
That is so.
He signed his name. He was pointed out where to sign, and he signed his name. He did his typing, right? He had his little typewriter,
Yes, the type.
right?
Not even blindness holds him down.
Right.
This veritable rock. Dauntless, immovable, he proves he is of solid stock.
And so the Neighbor Coalition lasted for the 5 years.
Until
What happened after UDP lost in '98? What happened to Neighbor? What became of Neighbor? Because Mr. Goldson passed away in 2001, right? What happened between '98 and 2001?
we're,
Really fell?
we're dormant but not dead.
Okay.
With the after, eh?
Because what the ideals of
there.
neighbor,
Yeah.
the ideals of neighbor cannot die.
No.
What are the ideals of Neighbor?
Country first, more than the individual, right?
Well, that ideal will never die, Dr. Gilda.
Right.
You got to
Yeah,
put your
that's what
country
she said.
first
Exactly.
That's right.
before
you
everything
said.
else.
And then added to that, Mr. Goldson wrote what would be like your rights, right? The right to an education, the right to health, the right to security, right? But all of that come after you secure the country.
Right.
That was it, you see. Because you could not implement those rights if you don't got no country to implement it in.
So you have to safeguard the country first.
First. His thing was, and Gilda, make sure they put it on the grave. The time to save your country is before you lose it. And that's what he used to believe in. He said, because once you lose it, you lose it.
So the time to save it is
Before you lose it.
you lose it. The Honorable Philip Goldson, 1923, July 25th, 1923 to October 3rd, 2001. Right? Belize's national hero, one of Belize's national heroes.
Yeah.
Right? Ms. Emma said that they have a lot of national heroes.
Oh, yes. That's why you have,
Right.
you know,
But,
say,
I'm just going by the ones that have been officially declared by the government of Belize as the national heroes. Right?
That's right.
Honorable
I
George
brought
Spencer,
brought
Honorable
that,
Philip Goldson.
that little thing there because that is what was used at the night when he was honored.
This. Maybe we should just show some. This is the state funeral that was held.
That's a state funeral program.
The program of the state funeral. All right. At Holy Redeemer Cathedral in Belize City. I looked at some of these historic pictures here. This is when he was sworn in as the member of the House of Assembly in 1974. And then the picture at the bottom here would show him along with Senator Reginald Brooks, Edwin Murray, and Agapito Hazak. I remember these gentlemen very well. Those are names we might not have heard for quite a
long time. But
quite a long time. Right? And so there they are.
You have some inside.
You know, let's see.
Peter Lee, Coruscant boy, man.
And then here's Mr. Goldson, the lawyer. In his there's the Goldson, the lawyer.
He's gone.
Then if we turn the page here, the NIP message to villagers in Toledo. This one, the caption of this picture says, let's take the picture at the bottom. All right. NIP message to villagers in Toledo. And let's see what other picture I have here, Mr. Man. This is
With Mr. Carlton.
Mr.
and with Miss
Carlton,
Fraser.
and then with
Miss Fraser.
Miss Fraser. All right. Yeah. Belize and beyond. Thanks for choosing love. Good night.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that